Good afternoon. We're in central Calgary today. We're revisiting a tower that we did in November of 2020, and we're at this playground here. We're going to do some more readings. We'll show the changes. We can compare the results. We'll put up the video from 220. You can compare the results. But what we see is there's another, there's a tower there. It's a TELUS tower. And quite a lot of antennas on there. Then we got the second lower boom there. The bottom boom there, which is more powerful 5G, was deployed since November 2020 right there. I'll go a bit closer once I'm finished here. So they got the two lower booms are 5G. So this is what they're doing. They keep adding these antennas, these 5G antennas. They're working within the 4G realm. We checked the tower. It's at 2.6 gigahertz, but quite a bit. A lot of the antennas are pumping out at 2.6. It's quite a powerful tower. That's a TELUS substation there. And then we got another, there's a rooftop just up here too. So quite a nasty corner here. So what's happening, the 5G, at least in Canada, I don't know about the US, I'm sure parts of the US it's really bad, especially in Germany, UK, obviously China. But next year they're going to be deploying 3.8 gigahertz. That's still at the very low end there of 5G. I'm talking a bit louder. Denise, check your mic. What's important coming up, as we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, in 2024 they're going to start deploying the 5G millimeter wave. Then we're going to see true 5G deployed. That's something we really got to mark on our calendar and check that out when they deploy the millimeter wave, because that'll be true 5G. We did mention with Raymond Broomhall, I'm sure a lot of you saw that video, they are putting up these solar power drone platforms up there that are beaming down radiation. Also obviously the cellular satellites. So this is gradually being deployed. Probably over the next 3 years we're going to see a lot of changes. But let's do some readings here, and then we can compare the findings. So I tested this before it came out. So we're in the upper extreme here from that site there. Which isn't surprising, because this is still in the 4G realm. But this is way too high for young kids. You know, 0.3 of a microtesla. Young kids are getting childhood leukemia, so this is a real concern. So we're over 10,000 microwatts per square meter, 11,000. 12,000, 13,000, 15,000. And we're quite far from that tower. But we're in direct line 19,000, 17,000. So there are quite a lot of pulsations. 15,000. So it's pulsating out at different frequencies. 26,000, that's very high. And that might be those additional antennas they put on there. You see how powerful it is, and these pulsations. Look at that. That's extremely high for young kids. Very, very high. But that's the tower there. I'm just gonna, this is in Calgary Central along the #1 highway. The EMF testers are not cheap, but a good quality one. Yeah, we have a good quality one. We spent the money. It was about $6.50 Canadian. I'm just gonna go a bit closer to show you this tower so you know what I'm talking about. We don't want people to worry about this, but you should be aware of your environment. You don't want to be exposed to this daily and over the long term. There's significant health effects. Let's just get a bit closer to this here. You see right there. And that lower boom was added since we did that video. And then there's a second boom of 5G antennas. The ones below it are smaller. And then we're into the 4G, 3G at the top. But that's what they're doing. They're deploying the 5G antennas right there. Look for them on water towers, look for them on chimneys. There's reports that they're underground. Unfortunately, the ones up in the stratosphere you're not going to see unless you have a telescope. I just want to get a bit closer to that tower. People actually think it's not a big deal. Gina, that's true. Partly the blame is the media and these multi-controlled politicians who are sloughing it off because they tell everyone there's no harm, even Health Canada and the International Commission on Non-Ionizing Radiation Protection as well. But we're still at the early stage here. Give us a couple years and then we'll see where we're at when they deploy that millimeter wave. I'll just give you a close-up of this tower so you know what to look for. The readings have dropped a bit because we're under the tower now, those antennas. Let's get a look at this now so you better idea. Those are the 5G antennas down below. The newest ones are even smaller, so I'm assuming they're more powerful. But this is the reality. We'll just have to monitor it. Funny, the government said they're all excited about the millimeter launch in 224, right? They're all excited to get that into the public domain. That's what they're doing. That's a public domain launch. So we're going to have to monitor it then. That's what, it's not far away now. What we're looking about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. But be aware, let us know what you see in your community so we can help inform everyone. That's important. But this issue is more serious than a lot of people realize, and we will continue to update it. I want to wish everyone a great weekend.